Hey people, it's Jess. It's Sunday again on GenderqueerChat. This week I think the idea is to thank the people we found influential on the YouTube trans and genderqueer community, as far as who's helped us figure out things about ourselves gender-wise. I think I'm going to stick with more of like a community-wide thank you, so thank you. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the how and why of me getting involved in the gender variant community here on YouTube. How was pretty accidental. I was reading an article in like September 2008 about a trans woman who had won a case against the Library of Congress on employment discrimination because she'd been hired, and then once her transgender status was revealed, she was then no longer hired. And this particular article had a YouTube link about the story, so I clicked the link, watched the video, and then magically over there on the sidebar there was links to other related videos, and it had never even occurred to me to come onto YouTube to like look and find queer and gender variant people, but there was just, one of the first Tranny Star Galactica videos, so that's where it started for me, was Tranny Star. I started watching those videos and started, you know how it is whenever you end up clicking link after link and wasting a colossal amount of time, but that was a couple of weeks for me with discovering the trans community here on YouTube. I just kept clicking on the sidebar, like suggested videos, and finding new people, and so that's how I found the YouTube gender variant community. And I guess the why I stuck around was a little confusing even for me. I noticed I was having a habit of watching those videos and coming back and enjoying hearing about people's lives, and it made me start to question things for myself. I was wondering whether I was transsexual, whether I was transgender, what was up with me, why I was so drawn to these videos. And so I started asking myself those kinds of questions. I learned how to use an STP, I thought about binding, all those things. But in the end, I noticed that it wasn't necessarily always trans men that I was identifying with. In fact, like, I really was identifying pretty strongly with some of the trans women that I was watching, which was like even more confusing. Part of what makes me identify with trans women is just this idea of living as a woman, but feeling like there's like some set of rules or script or something that we just haven't been clued into. I found myself drawn to more gender variant people and people who didn't identify necessarily as heteronormative, people outside of the gender and sexuality norms. And I think I figured that out finally, that what was drawing me to these videos was just seeing people modeling life outside of these norms, just seeing that it was possible, and it was that people were out there living their lives, and they were sharing these experiences with me and with everybody else on YouTube. It was an amazing thing. I think it made me a much stronger ally to the trans community, especially people who are transitioning, because I learned a lot more about those issues and the things that people face. I think it gave me a lot of strength to see all the strength that other people were exhibiting when dealing with these things, and just the gift that people gave to me and still give to me as far as just like living their lives and being real, which I find sometimes a lack of in real life. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone who's out there making videos, showing their lives, proving that trans people and gender variant people do exist and are out there living life, and just modeling those sorts of lives for other people. Take care, everybody, and have a great week.